It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
May the 4th be with you. Welcome to the morning show.
What is that?
Star Wars.
May the 4th be
Right?
with you.
I'm David Stroud. This is Bob Rechtenwald. He cares nothing about Star Wars. Scooter Callies.
Who I like
Scott
Star
Callies.
Wars.
You love Star Wars.
Yes.
I love
I've
Star
seen
Wars.
one Star Wars movie.
First one?
Just the
First one?
technically the last one, but the first one.
That's all you need is to really see, though.
What?
That's the main one.
They just don't know.
May the
And if
4th
you're
be with
watching
you.
and you love Star Wars like I do,
We welcome
we
the
know.
Yens
So
to the show.
may the
Yes.
4th be with you. We like to start the show off
And
with the
tomorrow's
morning
Cinco de
prayer.
Mayo.
Do what?
Tomorrow's Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, it is Cinco
Do
de
you
Mayo.
put your mayonnaise underwater?
No, I drink tequila. We like to start the morning show off with a little Star Wars debate and some tequila. You don't know. But we do start off
get control
with the
of the show.
morning prayer, brought to you by Roller Funeral Home. With all our respect, they have 29 in the state and 1 in Memphis. This is definitely a job that I appreciate that they do in their time of need. There's just always so much going on when you lose a loved one. It's great to have somebody like them to take care of us. And so, Roller Funeral Home, with all our respect, let's pause now for the morning prayer. And dear Lord, I just want to thank you for this beautiful earth we live on. I know we don't always take care of it like we should, and I hope that we can do better. There's usually a lot of conflict about that, who's doing what, and I just I hope you'll forgive us for the way we treat it. And this I pray, amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Home, with all our respect, we sure do appreciate them sponsoring the morning prayer. I may not be the best, but I guess it's not about being the best saying a prayer. Is that right, Bob?
That's right.
Yes. And so now we will take a short little break and hear from Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team.
Hi, it's Bob Zadora, the Z Team, at Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. As you know, we are all facing some unusual times. Be calm. Be smart. The business world of real estate will continue. We may have some delays and some changes that are out of our control, but life will go on, and this too will pass. Give thanks for this wonderful country that we live in. Give thanks for the neighbors that we share. If there's anything we can do to give you a hand, give us a call. 870-405-0793. And check out our website, retiredoarkansas.net.
And we're back.
Welcome back to the morning show, where they're still talking about the May the 4th be with you. Woo, I razzled them. They thought they razzled me.
I am so glad there's not mics and cameras behind the scenes when we're on commercial break.
All right, let's take a look at the White River. Brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team. It's a beautiful shot of Carter, Arkansas.
Man, that's beautiful
Yes.
this morning.
They live in Marion County, and that looks into Baxter County. Off in the distance is Missouri.
I gotta flip over to this while it's there.
Oh, yes.
The comparison from this morning to yesterday morning,
Oh,
Right.
how much clearer that water is already. It's amazing.
It's all on the banks and down the river now. Look how green. It's just super green. Look how super green.
Call it what you wish.
I was riding down the bypass and everything. It just seemed like a week ago it wasn't as green as it was, and now it's beautiful. I love it, except for my allergies. They don't love it. Yeah.
ta-da.
But yeah, it's got us captivated. We don't even know what to say.
Sure we do. Just go ahead. Help yourself.
The Rainbow Bridge there to the left, and you got the ball field there in the middle. They do have these rotating shots that'll zoom in and out. You can go to retiretoarkansas.net, and there's a live webcam and videos up at the top. You can click on their tools. Right?
Yeah, click on the tools and then it'll come up with wet cameras.
That'll come up with the ones that'll zoom in and out. So we go to retiretoarkansas.net. You can also find their listings. Bob and Linda Zadora and their team are double diamond winners. Right, Bob? Was it double diamond?
Multiple times.
Multiple times, yes. It's like I said, if you've been in their office, they have awards galore. They're everywhere. They're on the walls, they're on tables. These are the people you want to go with if you're looking to sell or buy a home. They know what they're doing. They are very nice people.
They'll
I've
be
worked with them
they'll be the
before.
first to tell you though, David, that they're not in it for their awards. They're in it to
Oh,
help
no.
the people get what they
Yeah.
want.
Yeah,
Get what they're looking for.
I agree with that 100%. But if people really understood what some of them awards meant, that main one that they won, the presidential whatever, it's all about customer service.
Exactly.
I mean, they do a major amount of volume, but they still contain that customer service.
That's right.
And keep everybody happy. And that award means a lot to them, not just the award, but what it stands for.
Right. Because have you ever had somebody that, was supposed to call you back and they never did? That's not going to happen with Bob and Linda Zadora. They're going to call you back. They're going to take care of you.
Always busy, but never too busy to serve.
Exactly. Realtors you'd recommend to a friend. Yeah.
There you go.
All right, let's take a look at the weather. Brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team. All right, Mountain Home, we have 49, Harrison 48, Batesville 54, Yellville's 49, Marshall's 55, Salem 50, Mountain View is 55, Calico Rock is 49, West Plains 50, Springfield, Missouri 49, Poplar Bluff 48, St. Louis is 51. And here we didn't do it again.
Don't forget to refresh.
Don't forget to refresh. Please hold.
The good news is it keeps it up to date.
It does. Okay, we're zooming out to America, where it looks like the Northeast is getting most of the showers, and Seattle. It's always raining in Seattle. We got some snow over Wyoming, Denver, Colorado, but there is, look at that, over Oklahoma. Looks like something, well,
Looks like it's
Let's
going
zoom in
to
a little
hit
bit
the
here.
northwest corner of Arkansas.
yeah, it's going to keep us on the line, isn't it? It's accumulating over
You said
the
this
next-
morning there's a good chance that a lot of that would go up into Missouri and just bypass us. So that's our new prayer this morning.
Please, please. All right.
I don't know. I got to run to Harrison today, and every time I go to Harrison, it rains.
Does it?
Just keep it over there with you.
There you go.
Them gobblers,
So-
they need it over there.
I'd say that's what we were just looking at there, running through the top part of Texas into Oklahoma. We've got storms target, potential for EF2 or stronger tornado warning. So if you're going to be in that area, well, just don't be in that area. I would say move your trip till tomorrow. So watch out for significant tornado weather in Oklahoma. Let's see, we have flood watches. It looks like to northwest Arkansas up into Missouri. So if you're going to be traveling over where my brother lives in northwest Arkansas in Bentonville, just watch out for low water bridges. Up into Missouri, same. There are a lot of low water bridges. If you stay on the highways, you should be all right. I know right before you get into Springfield, they've done significant work on 60. But there was some places that the water could get up over the highway if it rains enough. It just happens, no matter what you do. So be careful up in Missouri. 7-day forecast today: 40% chance of thunderstorms, high of 65. Tonight, 20 to 70% chance of thunderstorms. Thunderstorms are likely, low of 57. Thursday, 90% chance of thunderstorms, high 74. Thursday night, 80% chance of thunderstorms, low of 56. Friday, 20% chance, so it's a slight chance, high of 69. Friday night, partly cloudy, low of 52. Saturday, sunny, high of 78. Saturday night, mostly clear, low of 56. Sunday, beautifully sunny and high of 85. It's actually going to be
You may be
normal
able to
weather
mow
for summer.
again, Bob.
Yeah.
If it ever dries out.
I don't want to mow again. I've mowed the past 2 times, and I don't want to do it for another week. So I hope it doesn't grow. Tree pollen is high. Tomorrow is low.
That's another prayer.
Friday is moderate. Grass pollen is low today. Tomorrow is low. Friday it's moderate, and we'll move on because nobody cares about ragweed. Norfolk Lake water level is 563.26. I called in, but it was for yesterday, and they were generating 0. Bull Shoals is 671.42. That was also from yesterday, and they're generating 3. And that's it. All right. So we're going to take a short break, and we'll come back with some community news.
Be right back.
All right.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you ever?
Welcome back to the morning show. And so, Scooter, if you could, I want you to pull up the Baxter County Library's website. Yesterday I brought up all the things that they do. And so at baxlib.org or baxtercountylibrary.org, you can go to the calendar. So I'm going to click on that and see everything that they do. Once you find something that you like, you can click on it. We'll go to the Coloring Club. And you can see the time, Wednesday, May 4th, 2022, from 9 to 12. They give you a little description of what's going on. Want a place to relax, color, meet new friends? Baxter County Library has you covered. Join us every Wednesday in Studio 300 from 9:30 to noon. Come and go as you please. All adults are welcome and no registration is required. Bringing your own supplies is recommended, but there will be coloring sheets and pencils available. So when you're on this, if it is registration, there'll be a spot below the description to register. Just have your library card handy. So I just wanted them to see. It's really easy to find.
They got so many programs going on. It's kind of hard to list everything.
It is.
In the morning every day and this and that. It's
Right.
better to kind of show them. They can go right to the calendar, see what all's going on.
That's right. So we'll go ahead and do that. Oh, I lost my screen. Bob, you got anything while I get my screen back?
Sports.
Go ahead.
Mountain Home Lady Bombers punched their own ticket to the state tournament last night. They beat Alma in a doubleheader, 8-2 the first game, 2-1 the second game. Emma Crabb pitched a wonderful 19 strikeouts in the first game.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's
19.
pretty cool. 19. Yellville Summit Panthers boys track team came up as the runner-up in the state track meet, and the girls team for the second year in a row have become the champions once again.
Very nice.
Congratulations
Awesome.
to the Panthers.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's excellent. Very
Good job.
Well, in community news, a visitor finds a 2.38 carat diamond at Crater of Diamond State Park. Have you been to the...
Not been there.
No.
I was there back in the 90s with my dad. I didn't find anything.
Well,
Dirt.
What are you
Dirt.
going to do, right? Dirt.
Dirt.
I found nothing but dirt. Okay, and an intoxicated man was apprehended by Rico the Canine in Marion County. So this.
Good job, Rico.
Yeah, he's facing 3 felony charges after he refused to leave a house. So they sent in the canine to get him.
Got him.
And they got him. They took him out. I bet you that hurt.
There's 2 things a man's not going to outrun.
What's that?
One is a canine,
And?
a 45.
Well, yeah, that's very true. And there's let's see, Greater Cotter Trout Festival is coming this weekend. The Cotter Gasville Chamber of Commerce will present the 20th edition of one of the Twin Lakes area's biggest annual events. The Greater Cotter Trout Festival is scheduled for Saturday from 9 until 9 at Big Spring Park in downtown Cotter. You definitely want to join that if you're...
That'll be a good time.
Yeah, that'd be a real good time.
And the weather should be great on Saturday. It should really be nice. So,
That sounds good to me.
That'll be a change.
yeah.
Let's see. Some somber news. One dead and reported gunfight at Augusta. Search underway for the murder suspect. Woodruff County man was shot Monday in an exchange of gunfire that occurred about 5 p.m. outside a Fairfield Street apartment in Augusta. Jackal Mitchell, 27, Augusta, died a short time later at a White County hospital. So witnesses told state police special agents there was, it was an argument between Mitchell and Anthony Neal, 25, Augusta, followed by both men shooting at each other. So they are searching for him. That's good stuff.
You
All
know,
right.
you know that the Spartan mowers down in Batesville. That's
Yes,
where that's
Spartan,
where
yeah.
the home of them down in Batesville. Well,
Right.
they sold to Toro.
That's right.
And there was a big meeting down there last week, and the chairman and the CEO of Toro was down there and said they're going to invest $50 million into the Spartan plant, into the development of their product. So that's going to be a good boost for that area.
Yes, it
Batesville,
is.
Melbourne, all that group down in Independence County. So it should be good. Should be fun to watch that happen. And the trickle down on that, we'll feel some of it up here.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, people come up here to visit our lakes and rivers and spend money and go to restaurants, and
so it'll be good.
Very good. All right, we're going to take a short break and come back with the mayor of Mountain Home, Hillrey Adams. So we'll be back in a short second.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
I'm Henry Campfield, your candidate for Baxter County Sheriff. I'm a veteran, a family man, with over 20 years of law enforcement experience. If you are ready for positive change in your community, I humbly ask for your support May 24th in the Republican primary.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
My name is John Montgomery. 18 years ago, you hired me as your Baxter County Sheriff. My management team and I have worked hard to make the Sheriff's Office a premier law enforcement agency. I believe that transparency is the greatest form of public trust. As a result, my guiding principles of honesty, integrity, and professionalism have shaped the direction of our office. Working for the citizens of Baxter County has been the greatest privilege of my professional career. I have much more to do for you and the Sheriff's Office, and I respectfully ask for your vote on May 24th.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
The 9th annual Night with Your Knight and Father-Daughter Ball will be coming up May 6th and 7th each night at the Shed in Mountain Home. Dads and daughters or mothers and sons date night, filled with dancing, dessert, a keepsake gift, and a limo ride. Don't miss an opportunity to make some memories. Tickets on sale now at choosemhca.com. That's the 9th annual Night with Your Knight and Father-Daughter Ball on May 6th and 7th at the Shed in Mountain Home. Tickets on sale now. Don't miss it.
Welcome back to the morning show, where we're going to visit with Mayor Hillrey Adams of the city of Mountain Home. Thank you for joining us, Mayor.
Hey, glad to be here this morning. Glad it's not raining today.
I agree.
We need a little bit more sunshine out there to dry some things out, but at least we're here. We're not getting a monsoon.
Can we catch an amen?
Amen.
Tell you what.
It's another prayer.
We do not need right now.
No, absolutely not. It definitely has hampered the work that you've had in progress for the last 3 or 4 months. And but you were able to pull part of it off to get the girls' softball season.
We did last night, Bob, and I had a lot of people got to visit with last night. We had a little brief soft opening out there last night. The area inside the playing area for the softball fields is complete, 99.9%. It was far enough long we could get the girls out there. I had so many people out there after we got it open last night and was there for another hour or so. I was at long time people. Been around Mountain Home a long time. It may have been the first night ever that we played softball at Keller Park less than 24 hours after getting 3.5 inches of rain. And that's only made possible by those turf fields.
Absolutely.
And then the drainage work that the city guys have put in, the street crews, between the fields, we're not 100% done. We've still got a lot of work to do between the fields, and we'll keep that area as accessible as we can the rest of this softball season. The guys got a good plan, and every day they'll continue to be out there working, but at the end of that day, they'll make sure nobody can get to where they've been that day. Keep folks out of that area and try to keep everybody safe. But if you'll remember, between that parking lot on the opposite side there, from the dog park, the farthest east parking lot there at Keller, from there to the concession stand, normally you would have had ankle deep water yesterday. We didn't have a drop of water in there.
Awesome.
Yesterday. Now it's still gravel right now that we're walking around on, and we'll migrate our way through that park the rest of the summer and finish out the concrete, the landscaping. We got some new flag poles and a little landscaped area going in with that, some playground equipment, some light work to do on the back 2 fields, and but right now those little girls can get out there and play ball. And it was a lot of fun to watch them last night out there.
I was the president. I coached in that league for 10 years, and I was president of the league for 9. And if you got a half-inch rain, you were down for 2 days.
Yeah.
And if you got anything more than that, you might as well just plan on canceling the whole week.
That's right.
And it's got to be awesome for those coaches and the folks at the youth center that do the scheduling for that organization, the Parks and Rec folks. It's got to be great to know that they're not going to have to cancel a bunch of games or try to play rain-out games and push their season all the way past 4th of July like they hated to do.
Well, to the parents that, have planned and made their day or their schedule around, okay, at 5 o'clock I get off work, 4 o'clock I get off work, I gotta go pick up Sally, get ready, we already got our gear in the car, and got rain, can't play. Now, the only time we should not be playing is if it's coming an absolute downpour at game time or lightning.
Or a lightning storm, right.
We may have to delay 30 minutes,
right?
But there's not any reason we can't play softball out there now. And I'm that close. I'm not ready yet, but I'm thinking about telling them to take the rain out number off the city Parks and Rec website, because we've had that phone number forever. And our guys would go on there each day and put a message, today's game's rained out, they'll be moved to whatever.
Well, they'll still need it for baseball.
Well, for baseball we do, but, another year we won't need it there either. So, and Bob, none of this would be possible if you'll remember March 9th of 2021. The voters approved that sales tax increase, that temporary tax increase to fund the parks work. Last night, what you saw open up out there is the first big piece of that. And right behind that, we're working right now. We hope to have Hickory Park finished by the end of May, and then we'll go back into Callista before the summer's over and start there once this baseball season's over. So that's all made possible by that. We would not be doing this without that those funds that people made available to us.
We struggled in the 90s to make things happen with the money that we had then, and because you and I are both on the council and guided some of those funds the way we did to make some changes then. Even then we made some changes with the little money we had. But with the sales tax increase that we've got, temporary tax, it's been a great thing so far. And by the end of the next, what would you say, 2 more years?
2 to 3 years.
Everything that was hoped for should be done.
Yeah, that's right. And you know, when I walked in this job in 2019, the Parks and Recreation Department, Bob, had 9 lawnmowers. 3 of the 9, a third of their mowing machines, were over 17-year-old. Now, you do some mowing around town and have for years. You know, somebody like you that's working by yourself doing 1 or 2 yards a day or a couple, 5 a week or something, that's different. But when you're taking care of the amount of stuff, 250 plus acres we take care of in the city of Mountain Home, and you got a third of your equipment's over 17-year-old, you spend more time hanging baling wire on it and putting parts on it than you did mowing. Then we had 3 over 17 and I think another 3 over 12. And so we've been able, with the help of that, to upgrade some equipment, get the guys some better stuff that when we go out there to mow now, we know we're going to get through Cooper Park. That machine's not going to lay down
right
on us right out there in the middle and go out in the middle of the park and haul it out of there. So we've got the resources now we need in the Parks and Recreation Department to really do some good work there and keep that place looking the way the people want it to look, the way I want it to look, because you know, those folks know what my expectations are and how we want them to look, and you know, we're doing everything we can to provide that to the people of Mountain Home.
People need to understand that not only have you got contractors doing work on these fields, but you've also got city employees, street department, Parks and Rec department, your maintenance crews. So not only are they working on the new or the revamp of some of the old, but they're also taking care of their day-to-day stuff that they've got to do. They got to do the mowing, like you say. They've been making changes over at Cooper Park at the Legion Field. Though the Legion uses that field, it still belongs to the city.
It does.
Those properties and the capital improvements that happen there need to happen through the city and under the jurisdiction of the city.
That's right.
And they're changing the netting there, which is a great move. Take that old fencing down, because now you can actually see what's going on. I had you at the softball field the other day, and we were talking about that very thing. The netting compared to the fence, how much easier it is to be able to watch the game and see how things are going on. You can see a game
now.
You got them footer walls that are up, and makes it a little bit safer. And it just, the atmosphere with the new is going to be awesome.
It is, and this is going to put us on a level, Bob, now as far as from the city, where you know we can compete with some of these other towns to get events here. You know, there's people already been in touch with us, and last night was the first night. I mean, there's been people contacting me for 2 or 3 months now about wanting to come into Mountain Home and bring tournament type events here. And we've got that discussion going with some folks, but I was reluctant to go ahead and step off in there until I know where we're at. And we're almost to that point now. So we'll be hopefully seeing some pretty nice events come into those revamped parks. And when they come here now and you have something like that and you get that big rain Friday afternoon, we're still going to be able to play. Those people aren't going to have to get in their cars and drive back home. We're still going to be able to do what they came here for. And you know, just the cleanliness of the place when we get done, and everything's going to be so much better out there. And you know, Kiwanis Club has moved up to Keller Park, and they're doing a concession up there. And they got so many local Kiwanians in that place, and they're all out there working. And you know, you got a concession stand that is the results of that, and the proceeds they make go right back into the youth of the community somehow, some way. You know, we had 3 fields out there at Keller that we started in 2019 a program where we sell sponsors on fields, and you get the field name and a team, and it's a 5-year deal. And we had one field that never had been named. And I'm standing out there last night before the opening ceremony, and a business owner here in town walked up to me and he said, "Mayor, I noticed that one field doesn't have a sign on it. What does it take to get one of these signs out here?" And I said, "You need to see that lady right over there." And before the evening was over, we got a commitment. So now all 4 fields at Keller Park will have named sponsors on them. And, you know, that's not a huge amount of money, but it goes right back into that maintenance program.
Mm-hmm. Every little bit helps.
Keep those fields up. And, you know, in 5 years, if that person doesn't want to do it anymore, guess what? We take their sign down and we put somebody else in there. And that little bit of money helps a lot, I can promise you.
Are you doing that with all the fields in the city?
That'll give us all 4 of them at Keller, and in that team we did Calista, and I think we've got 1 left up there, and once we revamp that park, we'll do the same thing up there. And so, you know, I know at Calista, I think we've got 4 of the 5, but I'm not 100% sure, but you know, it's a good, neat little deal, and it gets people some advertisement out there, and we get a little benefit out of it.
You bet. 7:31, we're going to take a quick break. You're watching the morning show on XL7-TV. Coach Hillrey, Coach, are you coaching these days?
Well, I mean, I told them last night if they had a problem out there, I could get out on the field with some of them girls and do something.
There you go.
And we'd have a lot of fun. I don't know how we'd do in a game, but I wouldn't mind getting out there.
Mountain Home Mayor Hillrey Adams will be back in just a minute.
Hello, I'm Shannon Felicia, and I'm talking to you, the Baxter County citizen. I'm a military man, a veteran, a family man with over 25 years military experience in civil engineering, and I'm asking for your vote on May the 24th in the Republican primary to elect me, Shannon Felicia, as your next Baxter County judge.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment, their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Atlee Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Atlee grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home.
At Serendipity Bliss, we love turning your day into a once-in-a-lifetime memory by offering unique, beautiful, and specialized event and wedding rentals that can transform any atmosphere into something you will never forget. Whether it's your dream wedding, a golden anniversary, sweet 16 party, or a company event, we can make any event blissfully perfect. Serendipity Bliss carries unique specialty gifts and bridal jewelry and helps coordinate decor, table items, theme-related pieces, and more. Make your day blissfully perfect with Serendipity Bliss, located behind Car Care Mountain Home.
Scrap Daddy's.
Yeah. We're back with the morning show on XL7-TV. I didn't know where we were headed.
Oh, I'll tell you where we can head, Bob, for a little bit. If you haven't been out to either Keller or Callista, the busier nights at the two parks are Tuesday and Thursday. Those are normally the nights that every team and every age group is playing. Just drive out there, and if you don't want to get out and watch a ball game, just drive through and look at the crowd of people out there. It's unbelievable. Last week, I think it was Thursday night, I went out and made a little pass through Callista, and people were parked all the way to Rossi Road. It's a good thing I didn't want to get out, because I would have had to walk a long way, and this old big guy don't do real good walking that distance, And so it, just a lot of people out there enjoying themselves, and young kids out there.
Yeah, I was one of them. My stepson was playing. Yeah,
it has really done well, and we're just tickled to death to see those youngsters out there and enjoying themselves. And I know the parents and the grandparents do, and hopefully their grandparents and the parents don't ruin it for the little ones.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Sometimes those grandparents and parents get a little bit out of control.
They get a little mouthy sometimes.
Yeah, those are the ones that we have more problems with them than we did the kids. The kids are out there to enjoy themselves and have fun, and that's what everybody needs to keep in mind. That's what it's about, and providing those opportunities. And we'll shift a little bit up to Hickory Park. We should pour the concrete this week. I think it's scheduled for like Friday, the pad for the new playground.
I saw they had the pad for the restrooms done last week.
And so the restroom, you should start seeing now that the pad's done, that coming out of the ground next week. Then I'm hoping to see the playground equipment start going up next week. I think the concrete's going to be poured Friday for that pad. And then I'm sure it's got a cure date on it and so many days before they can start drilling on it and stuff like that. But I would hope by the end of next week for sure we're going to see that new playground coming out of the ground.
Is the playground, is it going to be a pea gravel around the...
No.
Or is it going to be the rubberized?
It's going to be the poured and play surface on there, which is very safe. That stuff is poured by that contractor, and it'll be different thicknesses throughout that stuff. You can't really tell it by looking at it, but by certain pieces of equipment, it'll be different thicknesses. And it's got like fall zones by each piece of equipment in there.
Absorb the impact.
That absorb that impact. It's a really, really neat surface, and very, 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 very expensive. I can promise you that. That stuff is, but it's the best thing there is to put down there on it.
I think parents will thank you because they won't have rocks in the kids' shoes and in the car and
their diapers and stuff like that.
Plus the people that park is intended for are more of a fall risk than the others. So therefore, what you're spending the money on is protect those people, which is awesome. You can't spend enough if that's what you're doing.
No, and that playground there, they get that poured. They're already working on the sidewalks that'll go from the parking lot to the new restroom. Those go around the playground. It'll sit between that access to that new restroom. And the parking lot is basically ready, other than the asphalt that'll be going down at some point in time, and the parking lot lights. So we think that'll be ready by May 28th, which is a Memorial Day weekend. That's the target, at least. Things are looking very good, especially with some nice weather between now and then. That mission will be accomplished. We have got that access to that area from the Hickory Street side blocked off. And Friday we will block off the Dyer Street side. And the reason we're doing that, Bob, I know the hospital, and while we're here we'll mention that they had their big magnet recognition and award for the hospital Friday night. Going to be a huge event for them, and you know, we're all in this community very proud of the hospital and what they've accomplished, and those people that work there every day and the medical care they bring to us. But they're going to have a big celebration Friday night. Got a big event planned down there, and so we're going to actually, some folks may not like it when they get to the Dyer Street side and want to come in, but we've got so much work going in there, and there's so many moving pieces right now, and you know, pipes coming out of the ground with conduit in them for parking lot lights and stuff. Rather than have some little kid get in there and get hurt, or an old person like me or you step on something, we're just going to shut down access to Hickory from Dyer Street. So if you're going up there Friday night for the magnet celebration, keep in mind you're going to have to enter the park from Hickory Street. But as soon as we get that done, that new entry will be available, hopefully by Memorial Day, from Dyer. So you can access Hickory from two ways. And the new playground, all the handicap or ADA accessible stuff will be up on the upper hill at that time.
And that'll be open and accessible to everybody for the concert series?
Oh yeah, throughout the concert series it'll be open, and you know, that parking lot up there and the access off that parking lot meets all the ADA requirements. So our intent is on the Saturday night concerts, and there's a beautiful area at the top of it where a really, really nice piece of concrete's been poured that is right in front of that stage. So if you're there and you've got some handicap physical limitations and you need to get out and you're on a walker, scooter, or whatever, there's going to be a really nice place. You could sit right there, get out of your car and go 40 feet and have
Excellent.
a great view looking right down that hill at that stage. It's going to be a perfect spot up there.
Has the city done away with the horseshoe pits, or have they just moved them?
They're gone right now. They'll be coming back, you know, as we get, maybe sometime this summer we'll get a chance to put them back in. There is a plan on that project to put part of them back in, not as many as there was, I can promise you. I don't know if I ever even bothered to count them, but that was a large number of horseshoe pits up there. And so we'll come back with some up there, but that'll be probably later on this summer when we get caught up with everything, have some time. And there's going to be enough green space left up there, Bob, between the new driveway, and that'd be the south boundary of Hickory and Dyer Street, you know, kind of where the old ball field was, that in the future, and this is years down the stream, we'd like to put in a Miracle League field there.
Right, we talked about that before.
And that's one of the reasons the driveway, I told the guys in the beginning, I want the driveway on the north side coming in along that property line. And one of the engineers down there, he said, how come you wouldn't put it over here and do it a little different? Because I'm saving that green space. That's for the future right there. Is a Miracle League field, which would be great. You know, it's up there by the all-inclusive playground.
Restrooms are right there.
Restrooms are there, and we need one of those somewhere in this area. You know, they got a really nice one over in Jonesboro they call Miracle League Park. And in Springdale, Billy Austin made a trip over there one day. And, you know, he used to work in Fayetteville Parks and knows his way around every park up there very well. Billy does. And he took us over one day, and we went and actually looked at a couple of those. Those are some really, you know, it's a real small ball field, but it's got that important play surface or something like that on it, and those children can get out there and have a game on it. So
people will say, well, it'll never get used. It'll be a waste of money. It'll never get used. You'll be surprised.
Yeah, I'm just going to sit back and watch those same people say that, see what happens.
Yeah.
But, you know, I did get a call yesterday from a gentleman here in town, and he's been around this community many, many years. He's retired from here in this city, and And if I was to throw his name out there, everybody would probably know who it is, but I'm not going to put him under the bus right here. But he called yesterday. He said, "Man," said, you're tearing up one of my favorite parts." He said, "I don't like that." And I said, "Which one?" He said, "Hickory." And I said, "What do you not like about what we're doing?" He said, "I remember playing ball on that field, and I hit one in some lady's yard across the street. And the deal was, if you hit a ball in her yard, you had to go get it." And said, "I hit one out there one night." And he's telling me the whole story about having to get in her yard, and the lady didn't like the balls coming in the yard, and said, "If you'd hit it the other way, it wouldn't go in my yard." And, he hits one over, I think it was left field fence, he told me, and said, "Y'all need to hit it the other way," and giving him a hard time. He's telling me a story, and I'm laughing so hard yesterday, I'm hurting. And he said, about the time he got his ball and headed back and stuff, he said, "We won't do that no more." The next batter hit one right over his head. So here goes another kid out there. And that was the oldest ballpark in the city of Mountain Home. Yeah. That's twice now, Bob, within the last month. Somebody's told me stories about playing games on that old field up there, but it's time for something different up there.
Time for some change.
Yeah.
Time for commercial. Mayor Hillrey Adams, City of Mountain Home. Be back just a minute. You watch the morning show on XL7-TV.
Scrap Daddy's Metals is a full-service scrap recycling center accepting your scrap metals for recycling, paying you top dollar for all of your recyclable metals. They even buy cars and catalytic converters. Give them a call today at 870-424-6120 or visit them at 2821 Highway 5 North in Mountain Home.
Hi, I'm Kevin Liddy. I'm running for the office of Baxter County Judge. Over the last 28 years, I've served the citizens of Baxter County while working with the Mountain Home Police Department. I am passionate about the citizens and its employees, and I'd like to keep moving Baxter County forward. In the last few years, our county's infrastructure has greatly improved, and I would like to keep moving us forward. I'm Kevin Liddy. I ask for your vote in the Republican primary on May 24th.
Close to Lake Norfolk and a short journey to Jordan County Line Liquor is your destination for all your refreshment needs. They offer the widest variety of all your wines, beers, and liquors with the cleanest atmosphere and the largest selection in the area. Not sure what to get? Ask Jordan County Line Liquor's friendly and knowledgeable staff for an expert recommendation you can't go wrong with. Also, don't forget about the Smoker's Den for all your smoking and accessory needs. That's Jordan County Line Liquor, close to Lake Norfolk, located on Highway 177 in Jordan, Arkansas.
Hi, it's Bob Zadora of the Z-Team at Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. As you know, we are all facing some unusual times. Be calm. Be smart. Business world of real estate will continue. We may have some delays and some changes that are out of our control, but life will go on, and this too will pass. Give thanks for this wonderful country that we live in. Give thanks for the neighbors that we share. If there's anything we can do to give you a hand, give us a call, 870-405-0793. And check out our website, retiredtoarkansas.net.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you ever?
Welcome back to the morning show. We're visiting with Mayor Hillrey Adams. We want to thank you all for joining us, and thank you, Mayor.
Thank you for the opportunity again this month. We were visiting about Hickory Park when we left. And one thing I will say about that and that event the hospital's got going on this Friday night, we got a lot of work going on up and down Hickory now, replacing those sewer lines. Mm-hmm. And we're going to do everything we can by Friday afternoon to have that area as cleaned up as we can have it. There's some cold patching or hot mix patching that'll be done on Hickory Friday just to try to make it. But please be careful if you're going to that event Friday night for the hospital. as you move up and down Hickory Street or from the square over there, or wherever you're coming from. An awful lot of work going on down there right now. We're replacing those old sewer lines, those old concrete lines, and we'll get it as safe as we can get it, but there are still going to be some work areas down there, so be careful Friday night if you're in that area down there.
Let's talk about the Cooper Park. Got a lot of work going on at the American Legion Field, some upgrades and things going there. Anything going on inside the youth center itself, and what about the vacant property behind? I know a couple years ago they did a planning for the food bank. What's happening with that?
Well, the only thing we've done right now at Cooper as far as Lester White Field is replace the old backstop. Put up a concrete or brick block stem wall there and put a netting up. Taking down what were the shades over the bleachers. Will be coming back with new sunshades over the bleachers, but that's downstream.
But they should be ready to play.
Oh, they're going to be able to play. The Legion Ball will start up great. The wall's already done. The netting system's up. And that's all we'll do right now to that complex this year at least as far as baseball. Cooper, the LC Salmons Youth Center, you talked about the area behind that. A couple years ago, Jeff Quick and the food bank approached us about using that to do some planting back there, different vegetables or things like that for the food bank. And I think this will be the third or fourth year maybe they've done something back there. And they were going to be here this week to work on that area and get it ready. They like to plant something that they only harvest once. Radishes, I think one year they did some sweet potatoes, cabbage or something. And so that is going to be coming back. And the food bank, I believe it's the Arkansas Hunger Alliance or someone they work with on that. And you know, so they raise quite a bit of little produce or vegetables back there and stuff. And you know, we're glad that they put that to use back there and work. And they always make sure they got a nice sign up about what they're doing back there and who that benefits for. And you know, it may look a little bit rough right now, growed up with weeds, but they'll be in here. They were going to come this week until we got that monsoon.
It's kind of hard to till mud.
You can't till mud. And so in fact, Jeff talked to me yesterday, and they're anxious to get back in there, and they'll be doing something there. And then once everything's done in this parks project, Bob, once we get the new community center opened up and get that done, then the last piece of the puzzle is going to be going to the LC Salmons Youth Center and doing some facelift work there. You know, if you hadn't been in that facility lately, you need to. It's held up very well, very, very well, and been very well taken care of. But there are some upgrades needed in it, and there's some good ideas that's been put out there about how to do some stuff that'll upgrade that, and some technology upgrades are very important in there that are much needed. And so all that'll be coming, but I would say that's going to be at least a couple years away. And then one of the things that'll happen at Cooper as well, when we open up the new facility, excuse me, is we will be replacing the current pool at Cooper Park with the new splash pad. So that's where there'll be a splash pad going right there. But that's on the back side of everything else we got going.
Let's shift gears a little bit. Let's talk about the move of the farmers market from the square to the new location. How's that been?
That's going great. I'm going to tell you something. I can't thank the food bank enough for their work they're doing down there, their advertising of that, the organization of it. If you've ever had an opportunity to work with a food bank and Jeff Quick and his team, and I mean, if you want to just have them organize a yard sale at your house, their organizational skills that they bring to the table are unbelievable.
Yeah.
And they've done a great job of organizing the farmers market, promoting it. Just this week, Jeff told me they've now reached an agreement, and you're going to see a really nice mural painted on a building at 5th and Main. It's got a sign pointing down to the farmers market. They're bringing in entertainment the first Saturday of each month. one of the local bands event, be down there. We're putting a stage down there. We've now got some electricity down there in that parking lot for the vendors to set up. That might be, he's bringing in some food trucks, I think on the first Saturday of the month. And they've had as high as 40 some odd vendors down there. I believe it is. And the problem they've had this year is they've had 2 Saturdays that were pretty. And one of those, the wind would blow the tomatoes off the tables down there. That's how strong the wind was. So it's going really well, and we're very thankful for the help the food bank's given us. And then on the back end of that piece, we are working real hard, the city, the food bank, and we've now got Baxter Regional Medical Center at the table with us. And between the 3 of us, we're going after some grant opportunities, because ultimately we want to build a really nice facility down there in that lot. It'll be an open air building, that the vendors can sit under, and then on these rainy days we get, they don't have to worry about, sitting there in the rain. They won't have to put up, I don't know how many tents people had down there the other day, those pop-up tents for shade. We won't need that anymore. And then instead of the vendors actually being in what's now the parking lot will go back to being a parking lot, and the vendors will be in that. So we've got an idea about what that's going to cost us to build what we've got in mind down there. And as soon as we can see some grant opportunities and get a piece or 2 put together, then I think we'll be ready to get something moving in that direction.
That's great
as well.
Years ago, we had some community gardens.
Yeah.
201 North, across from Holy Smokes, there in that general area, there were some community gardens. Is that a thing of the past? Do you think that'll come back?
I don't know if it'll come back. It's something I haven't heard very much about. I don't know how successful it was down there. I know the area they put it in might not have had some of the best dirt in the world.
Yeah.
I think it wouldn't have like a fill site or something.
Yeah, we used that for a fill site in the 90s.
Yeah.
We had to have somewhere for it to go.
Yeah, we had to have some place for it to go, and we got plenty of fill site out there at the location for the new fire station now, so we're hauling all that type of stuff there. But I just don't know if that was maybe the best soil to grow anything on other than the weeds that's growing right now. But it's something we hadn't heard very much about, but I know it's pretty popular in some places, and I'm not saying it's anything that won't ever come back, but it's not something right now that's at the top of the radar screen here.
Let's talk about the Sharp family donation of the location for the new fire station out Highway 62 East.
Okay. What you'll see out there right now, Bob, happening, we recently got a grant for $307,000, I think it was, from Delta Regional Authority. And we're going to be expanding that sewer system. We're going from the manhole at County Road 28 and 62. We're going to come all the way down that north side of 62 now up to, I believe it's to O'Reilly's. And the contractor should be out there, I believe, what's today?
Today's the 4th?
I believe the contractor's due to move on site tomorrow. And we've already got manholes out there and pipe, and you're going to see that piece coming up through there. We're going to get that sewer in. We get that sewer in, then we can just keep doing what we're doing with fill. And I'm really, really hoping by the early part of next year, we're going to be well into the design phase.
Yeah, people don't realize you had to build that up 20 feet.
Places. And one of the reasons we're not filling it up to the highway now is we knew we were coming down through there in the sewer line. And why fill it and have to dig it back out? So we did that by design, and we'll get that sewer in there. And I'm hoping that by early next year we're ready to, be well into the design and hopefully advertising for some work and to start that new fire station next year out there.
What will happen to the one behind the old Burger King?
You want to buy it? The city will liquidate itself for that property because it's definitely not a good place for people to be working. It's well past its time, and so we'll find it. It's got those 2 large bays on it where we keep fire equipment. somebody could do something with it.
Detail shop.
Detail shop, a lot of things you could do, but we'll get that out of the city's inventory as quick as we can get in a new facility.
Mayor, we need to wrap it up. We appreciate you taking the time to come visit with us.
Thanks a lot. Come see us, and if you're downtown Friday night, go by and enjoy the hospital celebration.
Time to go, Scooter.
Bye.